Good morning, viewers. My name is Oyeka Amara, the SSA to Mr. Governor on Revenue. I have with me this morning on Tax Insight Monday, brought to you courtesy of Anambra State Internal Revenue Service, Mrs. Okoye Ngozi Benedicta. She is the Zonal Coordinator, Anambra North, and she will take you through what goes on at the zonal level of activities here in Anambra State Internal Revenue Service. Stay with us. Viewers, we always promise to bring you enlightenment program around tax and give business owners opportunity to come and showcase what they do within their business, and from time to time interact with other government agencies within Anambra State. This morning, like I told you, I have with me in the studio Mrs. Okoye Ngozi Benedicta. She is the Zonal Coordinator, Anambra North. Ma, you're welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much.
It's always a pleasure to talk about tax because our people constantly ask us to bring them tax enlightenment. Basically, what I want you and I to talk about today in the studio is what goes on away from head office. You know, every tax authority, usually people focus on the head office and say, okay, that's where the chairman is, that's where the directors are, that's where the big things happen. But here in Anambra, we have decentralized administration, and you happen to be the Zonal Coordinator, Anambra North. So can you take us through what goes on within your jurisdiction, basically?
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, in our Anambra North, we do a lot of things there concerning our business as AIRS. Our main aim is to collect taxes from individuals, the taxable adults. These taxes include personal income tax. When we talk about personal income tax, we talk about direct tax from taxpayers, the business owners.
Yeah.
They will pay their tax from the income they earn. We have the one we call PAYE. We have presumptive. Why we have that presumptive, we normally say that all hands are not equal. The small ones normally pays that one. We have the one we call business premises. Every business owner, before you start your business, you're supposed to come to AIRS, register your business. Every year you renew it. It's a big offense doing business in Anambra State without
business
registration.
Renewal.
Yes.
Registration and renewal.
Registration and renewal. So it's what we are doing in our zones.
I see. Does it include things like withholding tax, CGT, APLUC, or does it include all those other non-popular taxes?
The zones are mainly head office. All the functions in head office is being carried out in zones. Whatever you need to do there, all the assistance will give it to you. You pay your APLUC. We have the people handling it now. You pay your APLUC, you pay your
property tax.
Property tax, yes. Anambra State Property and Land Use Charge. You pay it. You pay your withholding tax. You pay all the payments. All the transactions are being done in zonal levels.
Okay, I see. Yes. So basically, Anambra doesn't need to come to Agoka all the time, come to head office all the time. If you find yourself within the North zone, Anambra North.
Yes. We have only Anambra North. We have Anambra Central.
Good.
Central. We have South. We have
coordinators across,
and we have more than 26 offices.
We'll get to that. Okay, viewers, you already see that not everything happens at the head office. Sometimes our people are constrained with, coming to Agwok, and they complain that they are not getting the services that they deserve or they require. Now you know that the 3 zonal senatorial, is this senatorial?
Senatorial districts.
Yes, within the state have zonal coordinating offices of AIRS. But Ma, you just mentioned that we have about 26 tax offices, tax stations within these zones. So how many of such offices are within your own zone?
In Anambra North, we have 8.
8 tax offices.
Tax offices.
Scattered
across Anambra North. we have tax office Otuocha, we have tax office Nteje, we have tax office GRA, we have tax office ShopRite, same GRA,
okay.
but this one is besides ShopRite.
Yeah.
We have another tax office at Omoba. We have tax office at Wolewo inside Onitsha South local government. And we have tax office Fege, Zix Avenue.
Yeah.
Yes. And we have tax office Okpoko.
Hmm.
We have tax office Okpoko.
So it means that at the north zone, these 8 stations are scattered across.
Yes.
And covering.
Yes.
Now, it might not 100% cover, but that what it means is that the nearest to you is the one you should go to.
Yes.
Ma, I see that you talked about the stations scattered. And I believe that the tax-paying community within Anambra State would like to know what actually happens at the station level. Although you have said that everything that happens at head office happens at the coordinating level, which is the zonal level. But does it mean that equally they get the same services at the station level? So what can you say has been the challenge of our people not going to the tax offices? Because they will just stay on the streets, you know, write us on WhatsApp, call us on the call. They are always just complaining about the difficulties they are facing in terms of paying their taxes, in terms of how to pay, when to pay, and all of that. Does it mean that they are not aware of these stations?
Most of them are aware of the station. The stations have been there before we started work in AIRS.
Yeah.
So they are not new there.
Yeah.
You know, in Nigeria, people don't like paying taxes. They will look for a way in order to avoid paying tax. And
so they know that these stations exist.
Yes, they know.
But going there is the challenge.
Some, not all.
Not all.
Because if you see a good taxpayer, every January, before the end of February,
you will approach the tax office.
Yes. They normally approach you. Those people that have excuses, the people that doesn't want to pay, and they are many.
And in this Anambra, there is no reason for any taxpayers to say they don't want to pay tax. Yes. The honest truth is that your taxes are working for you. The taxes that you pay within our state is truly working for you. We're not in a state where we cannot account for how much you pay, right? So our people, we are pleading with you because several occasions we see via our socials, people saying, oh, can you bring us more of tax enlightenment program? This is one of them. And we have one of the best hands within AIRS in the studio with us today, Mrs. Ngozi Okoye. So now you know, at the end of the program, we'll scroll across your screen the numbers to call, how to reach her, how to reach all the stations within her zone, and across the other zones, not just her zone. So stay with us. We'll go on a very quick short break. When we return, we'll continue with the conversation. Yeah, viewers, thank you for sticking in. Our promises is one thing that will never fail on. Tax Insight Monday will always bring you not just tax enlightenment, but those other deeper information that you need to know about AIRS. I still have with me in the studio, Mrs. Ngozi. Ma, thank you for sticking with us in the studio this morning. But I need to help taxpayers ask you deeper questions because I might just be their mouthpiece trying to get those information that they need to know about what they need to do when they get to the stations. You have already told us you have 8 tax stations within your zone.
Yes.
That means the other half of the 26 are scattered within the other zones. But now tell taxpayers what they need to know when they're approaching tax offices. Who would they see? How would they approach the tax offices on their visits?
Okay. Every tax station has the head. If you come there, you ask of the station head or the deputy station head. We have a head and deputy in all the offices. And for you to identify our staff, we have ID card. You see the ID card and you see their name there.
So that means any officer you are working with, you must be able to identify that officer.
Yes.
So this issue of cash collection, does it truly still exist in Anambra State?
No. Like, let me use a GRA office, for instance. We have our office POS and bank. We have 2 banks there.
Yeah.
You don't need to come and give anybody cash. If you give anybody cash, you are on your own.
Yeah.
Go to the bank and pay. Or you use office POS and pay.
Okay.
Don't give anybody
cash.
You
so
have
this issue of, I gave
cards.
my cash to someone, I can't identify the person, does no longer exist in Anambra.
Yes.
We no longer do cash collection.
Yes.
If you approach any station, make sure you're dealing with the right officer, ask for their ID card so that you are properly able to identify them. When at the end of your transaction, go and pay at the bank or pay through official channels within that station. What are the other things that you might want taxpayers to know concerning zonal coordinating, when it comes to tax administration? I'm sure a lot of Anambra and taxpayers already know the chairman, Dr. Greg Ezilo and the ED and some other people who are working here at the head office. But are there other things, small things, bits and pieces that they need to arm themselves with when they're approaching the zones and the offices within the zones?
Okay. Like in Anambra North now, as you know, I am the Zonal Coordinator, Anambra North. If you go to Anambra Central, the Zonal Coordinator there is Mrs. Ebere Ezekibo. Ebere Chukwu Ezekibo.
He's the one at the central.
The one at the central. If you go to South, it's Mr. Obika Anthony. You see him there.
Okay.
If you want to know all our station heads, if you want to know them, it's very simple.
We'll put it out
for you to see their names, so that whenever you are dealing with us, you know that you are dealing with the right people.
Yeah, Mrs. Ngozi, I realized that you are the coordinator of all coordinators. What I mean is, as much as you are the coordinator North zone, but you are the one still overseeing the other coordinators across the other 2 other zones. So, how do you manage that responsibility, just to ensure that we have uniform activities across the other zones?
Okay. It's coordination. How I do it to ensure smooth collaboration between the team.
Yeah.
In that area, whatever I'm doing in my zone is what they are doing in their various zones. We work hand in hand. All our plans, we plan before. I cannot plan alone. Yeah. Whatever we plan, we do meet every 2 weeks. We set out our strategies and carry it out. So we are doing the same thing. We are not doing things differently. Whatever that is we are doing in Anambra North is whatever the coordinator in Central is doing too, while the one in South is the same thing.
Doing the same thing.
Yes.
I've heard opinions that the station should be collapsed. I've heard that a few times. Sometimes when they approach me and say, "Oh, Madam Ese, say the stations, we don't think there's any need for them. They should be collapsed. Activity should only be restricted to head office." To what extent do you think that request or that statement is true? Do you think it makes sense to say, let us collapse the stations?
No, because head office cannot do everything. Like the staff stations, the person in Obukota's office, that jurisdiction, he will tell you what happens in Obuko.
Yes.
The person in head office cannot tell you
100% what happens.
We meet the taxpayers face to face. We deal with them. That is why we can easily assess them, because we know their income, the information they give us. Like yesterday, some plaza, the people that stays in plaza came yesterday for a meeting.
Yeah.
They told me the time. I allowed them to come. Before coming, I went there to go and see things for myself, so that I will know where to intervene. So after seeing things, they came, they called me. We are in the office. I came and we started our discussions.
Yeah.
So for me to know how to intervene. The person in the head office cannot do it.
Okay.
It's because we are close to them.
Yes. So it means that the closer the stations are to the people, the better it is to the service.
Yes.
I'm also of that opinion, because when people make the argument that the stations are not useful, they should be closed down, I really wonder what the head office can do to cover the whole of Anambra State. While you were talking, something came to my mind. As much as we have both agreed that the existence of the stations are quite useful to the populace, to the people, being close to the people, serving the people in ways that the people want their services to be given to them. Can you say to the best of your knowledge that our stations are able to cover the whole of the jurisdiction? Because I have also heard someone say, oh, the nearest station to me is too far. I have to take like 2 keke or 2 okada to be able to get to them. Do you think there's a need for us to expand? If there's no need, what do you think we can do to make sure that no matter how far these stations are to our taxpayers, they are able to get the services that they deserve?
Yes, in some areas, we need to expand in some areas so that it will be very close to the taxpayers to come to the office. But other places, like on Saturday that we went to Omoba, the chairman gave us his office as a sub-office, so that it will be easy for people to come and register. Okay. Because the main thing is for us to net more people in our FastNet.
Yes.
If we net more
and let
people,
more people have access.
Yes. So that's if anywhere, if our office is far from them, we try to make available a sub office that will be nearer to them. Or sometimes we do business on the street. We do everything on the street. Our business is what we carry to the street. We register more taxpayers, do assessment.
On the street?
On the street, yes. We have our POS. If you want to pay with your ATM card, you make your payment.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
So that's what that business on the streets is about.
Yes.
So taxpayers, you already know, if the stations are too far away from you, trust that business on the streets will get to you, almost to your doorstep. Yes. So, your final words.
I'm begging everybody in Anambra State, as we have our action governor, Oluwatuegu, Mr. Oluwatuegu. I call him Chief Oluwatuegu. I plead with everybody in Anambra State to come and pay their taxes. Please don't wait for us. Some people will give you an excuse that they are waiting for invitation letters. No, as a true citizen of the state, every year you have from 1st of January to 31st of March to file your return. That time, go to the office. After filing your return, you pay your tax so that we support our governor and get more benefit from the state. It's our money that we are eating. The road you are seeing now is your tax money. It's no more miracle. It's your tax money. So I plead for voluntary compliance from every taxable adult in Anambra State to approach all the offices nearest to them to pay their taxes.
And that is as simple as that. Our people, we must thank you for sticking with us every time we bring you Tax Insight Monday. I'm very happy that someone who is very, very close to the grassroots is talking to us today, because she's talking to us from a place of experience and practice. And best believe that we will continue to do better so that you are best served. Your taxpayers' money, like you heard from her, and every other person who has been here in the studio says, your money is working for you. Anambra State is one place that you can beat your chest that your tax money is working. So stay tax compliant, stay healthy until we come your way another time. It's Tax Insight Monday, courtesy of AIRS. Thank you.